In my quest for a paradise on earth, today I came across a dream destination in the Pacific Ocean. I'm sure many of you wouldn't have heard of this remote country, but trust me, the mesmerizing beauty and the fascinating facts of these gorgeous islands will leave you surprised and shocked. So friends, get ready to explore the islands of Tuvalu with me. Formerly called the Ellis Highlands, this tiny country is located midway between Hawaii and Australia. Tuvalu is a group of 3 reef islands and 6 atolls, but only 8 out of the 9 islands were inhabited, and that's how it derived its name from Tuvaluan language, which means 8 standing together. But today, all the 9 islands are populated, which are represented by the 9 stars on the flag of Tuvalu. Now let's take a deep dive into their cultural ethos and landscapes. Being the 4th smallest country in the world, Tuvalu's total land area is just 26 square kilometers. With a population of around 11,000 people, the island of Funafuti serves as its capital. Most of these islands are low-lying, the highest point being just 15 feet above the sea level. If the sea levels rise even by few feet, most of the country will be underwater and so might disappear soon. However, talks are around to move the entire country to New Zealand or Fiji. Hopefully things will change for good in future for the people of Tuvalu. During the Second World War, these islands was a strategic location for the American Army because the nearby islands of Kiribati were occupied by the Japanese. You will find the artifacts of World War II in parts of these islands. It is said that the Spanish were the first Europeans to discover the islands of Tuvalu. The Spanish navigator Alvaro de Mendana spotted it during his expeditions to Australia. Most of the island of Funafuti have a single road which goes from one end of the narrow island to the other. On one side of the road, you will find the ocean and on the other, the lagoon. Tuvalu is one of those 22 countries that do not have an army. After the war concluded in 1945, the Funafuti airfield became the Funafuti International Airport and is still being used today. The Funafuti Airport is right in the middle of the town and receives about 2 flights per week. The runway can be used by the locals for recreational purposes, and when a plane lands in, a siren sounds to warn people to get off the runway. How cool is that, right? Because the soil is porous, agriculture is limited here. Tuvalu predominantly depend on the imported food. There are no railways here, no natural rivers or streams either. The rainwater is collected for drinking purpose. Only Funafuti has a regular electricity supply. Tuvalu uses Australian currency but also issues its own coinage. There is only one bank in the country, the National Bank of Tuvalu. There are no ATMs in the entire country and credit or debit cards are not accepted. The country completely operates on cash basis. If you plan on visiting Tuvalu, it is good to remember to have sufficient cash with you for the duration of your trip. Tuvaluan people who are Polynesian by descent speak English. Both English and Tuvaluan are their 2 official languages. The traditional food of Tuvalu are puleka, bananas, breadfruits, coconuts, and some local plants called taro. Although Tuvaluans eat seafoods as well, Pulaka makes up the bulk of their traditional diet, which is normally supplemented by fish. Tropical fruits like ulesi, which means papaya, and bananas are some favorite fruits of the Tuvaluans. The best part about this country is that the people of this deserted paradise are very warm and friendly. They believe in living harmoniously, and everyone is so closely knit that they can find the shelter and food anywhere in the country. Most of the Tuvaluans are in some way related to each other. I have also heard that talking about functions of private body parts of a related person is considered taboo. So next time you happen to have a Tuvaluan friend, you better remember this point. With the most liberal visa policy, anyone from any country in the world can travel to Tuvalu without a visa, or they can receive one upon arrival. With just about 2,000 visitors per year, Tuvalu is the least visited country on the earth. Now that you have learned so much about these beautiful islands, if Tuvalu comes up on your dream destinations list, you can take the flight from Suva in Fiji, which is operated weekly twice. It is also said to be one of the best and the safest mode of transport to reach Tuvalu. Before signing off, let me tell you another interesting fact about these islands. If you really want to enjoy the remotest and deepest serene beauty, you can then just visit the adjacent islands by foot when the tide is low. You just have to make sure to be back on time, as there are no boats to bring you back if you are stuck at high tides. So friends, I hope you have enjoyed this trip to Tuvalu with me. Until the next video, take care, have a great day, and see you soon.